Welcome back, family. What is reality? Back again with another episode, and in today's topic we will be talking about how life evolves around you. Now, whoever came up with the topic and the saying life does not evolve around you, spitting some bullshit. And here is why. Because your personal experience is based upon your understanding of the world. So you need to have discernment if your understanding even came from your own understanding. You see what I'm saying? So growing up, your parents told you, do this, don't do this, say this, don't say this, act like this, don't act like this. If you do this, this will happen. Like, it was always an experience taught to us from other people's perception of life, whether it was through trauma or them trying to raise you like the way their parents raised them. The understanding that your perception is based upon you, or rather other people. If you don't know that, and if you don't even have the thought form of if it is even coming from you, then you're going to be controlled by others people's perspective forever. You ever seen somebody not make a move or not do something until their friend tell them to do it, or until their parents tell them to do it? You know, they have to do things or act on things when somebody else tells them to make the move. And then they try to base that whole experience amongst themselves as if they the ones that created to take the initiative step to get there in the first place. I try to know, you always been the center of your reality, no matter what. No matter what, you always been the center of your reality. Just think about life itself and how life shifts based upon your thoughts, your energy, your emotions. You ever been so mad one day or crying bad one day and a storm came out of nowhere, or it just started raining, or things around you start dropping, or the temperature around you start heating up, or when you very sad and you crying one day, you know, more things start to appear in your reality to make you even more sad. You start listening to sadder music just to validate the emotion. Like, life has always been based upon around you. Life has always been based around you. And it has a lot to do with your energy in general. The way you think, the way that you speak, the things that you speak, the vibration at which you carry yourself. With all that being said, realize that you are the co-creator. You are literally the co-creator. You are literally the God of your reality. And if somebody tries to have control over your reality, it's because they see your light to an extent. Or they try to insert themselves through you in order to try to live their life that they used to want to create, in order to fulfill desires that they haven't fulfilled when they were your age. One of my friends from back in Virginia, his father does not agree with the fact that he likes to play football. His father rather him box. So his father tried to control his whole talent, his whole gift, his whole destiny, just so he can be fulfilled off of his son's accomplishments. Just so he can say, well, yeah, it was him that put him into, you see what I'm saying, boxing. When the whole time he wished that he could fulfill the sport of boxing, but he couldn't. He wants to live that experience through his son so it can validate emotions and his relationship towards his son. Now, my friend had eventually was like, nah, I'm going to be playing football. I'm going to do what I love and the things that fulfill me in my journey, my destiny. And when he did what was best for him, his father started treating him differently. His father didn't really mess with him. His father started making excuses just to kick it with him and build that bond with him. Now, before he had agreed to follow through with his heart, at one moment, he was just letting his father control him. He was just letting his father, okay, cool, in order for me and my father to have a relationship, I have to do what he said. He has to have some type of control of me. But until you sit with yourself and discover the limits that you've accepted and placed beyond yourself, then that is the only way that you would lift the veil of illusions. The veil of illusions that you have created. Because even though it has came through other people, you still chose to accept that. You still chose to follow through with it. Because something in the back of your head has got to be telling you that you are not fulfilling your heart's desire. You see what I'm saying? So you have to actualize your potential by discovering your limits, which will lead up to being selfish or selfless. Because see, here's one thing. When you selfish, you learn to put yourself first. You learn to put yourself first. You learn to follow through with what you know and with what you feel is best for you. You don't wait on nobody else. You don't wait on anybody else's validation. You don't wait on anybody else's applause. That comes with knowing your self-worth. And within that, people will ask you, why you not being normal? Why you changed? Why you not being the same? Why you not talking about the things that we used to talk about? It's because I found myself. You see what I'm saying? It's because I know what I'm destined for, you know, with my family. When I started detaching from sports and entertainment and all the things that was poured onto me, I started to realize I didn't really care about these things. I only cared about them because it fulfilled my family and the connection with my family. So when I stepped back away from it, I started to realize how everybody didn't really understand how to keep a connection with me or hold a conversation with me, because they didn't understand, oh, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to do? Why is he not talking about the normal things that we used to talk about? Why is he not doing the normal things that we used to do? And it's because I've grew. I know myself now. You know, I've overcame that aspect of self, and a lot of people don't understand that because they don't understand that life evolves around them. Think about it. People that bet on sports and watch sports every day or every Sunday, whenever it comes on, when their team loses, it's going to determine their whole attitude for the day. So if their team that they are attached to lost, they're going to have a L day, a lost day. They're going to lose some funds or goddamn start letting people get to them. Your emotions is going to be even more chaotic because you're going to start taking things even more personal, because people that you don't know, a team lost. So now you feel some type of way. Now you feel like you got to treat people a certain way. People don't understand when your team lose, that is a whole energy ritual. You know, especially if you actually give your energy to it and you let that alter your whole reality, your whole mood and your emotions. Your favorite quarterback get hurt. Now you hurt as if you actually knew the person that got hurt. You more hurt than him. Like, how does that even work? How you more hurt than the person that got hurt on the field or on the court? Understanding your whole day gonna be hurt. You see what I'm saying? Somebody gonna cut in front of you, now you're gonna be pissed off. You know, you in line and it's taking forever and you ain't got control of your emotions. It's little things like that. It's almost like knowing that life evolves around you. You know that everything is magic. Everything is some type of form of manipulation if you choose to see it that way. Also, being selfless is putting people in front of you, basically. So you're putting others' priorities first. You're not putting your priorities first. You know, you doing things for people that you don't even really want to do. And you putting yourself second, putting yourself last, you always. That's being selfless. And when you're being selfless, people appreciate you more. Because you're vulnerable to being manipulated, basically. Another quick story time. Before I left Arizona, my peoples did not understand the decision that I was making, because I finally understood that life evolves around me. Now that I've moved on and I'm on my own, people are starting to miss my presence because they actually see how much I believed in myself, how much value and understanding and self-worth that I had in myself. And they wish that they could at least be around that. You see what I'm saying? To at least try to embody that energy. But at the time, you know, being manipulated, not knowing myself to a certain extent, letting people think that they know what's best for me. When you let all that shit happen to you and get in your head, people that think that know what's best for you, once they start to see that you know what's best for you, they're gonna start to have problems with you or create problems with you or start to talk about you behind your back or even in their mind. Because it's been, bruh. To understand that I was the center of awareness. That's all it is. Being the center of awareness, the center of consciousness. And we are the center of consciousness. You learn how to alter everything around you, but you understand that it starts from within you. You understand what I'm saying? It starts from within you in order for it to be experienced outside of you. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. A lot of people think they gotta hustle hard, not sleep, stress themselves out in order to get it, in order to make it, to where they feel that they are worthy of themselves. When it all starts internally in healing the wounds that you feel for a very long time that makes you feel worthless. The reason why people are not successful is because they don't understand that their life evolves around them. They don't understand themselves. Once you start to understand yourself, man, life becomes so much more simple. A lot of people don't understand themselves. A lot of people had babies with people that they didn't really love. A lot of people accidentally had babies. A lot of people choose to stay in relationships even though it is some form of abuse, because that is all that they know. They are scared to step outside of their comfort zone in order to discover themselves. A lot of people are scared with the feeling or with the knowing of have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable in order to know that life evolves around you. You ain't gonna never understand that your life, that you can shift and control your reality without the understanding that you are the center of awareness. You got the wand in your hand, you got the pen in your hand. It's literally up to you, because nobody's gonna do it for you, especially as a man. But nobody's gonna do it for you in general. Understand who you are, know your worth, be selfish with healthy intentions. Understand the etymology of selfish, because being selfish is just putting yourself first. That's all it is, self-love, you know? And a lot of people lack that. That's why they make being selfish a big thing, as if it's something bad. Just like the word narcissist. Stay tuned, got a video actually dropping about that topic. So y'all stay tuned for that. I appreciate you for tuning in. Let me know your comments down below. Stay tuned until next time.